The advantages and disadvantages of hiring a disabled individual. With over 600 million disabled people in the world and numerous laws preventing their discrimination, you would think it would be easier for them to get a job, but this is not the case. They often face hindrances that prevent them from getting the job, like negative attitudes, inadequate accommodation, ignorance of the law, or ignorance of their capabilities. This presentation aims to explore the advantages and disadvantages of hiring these individuals. There's a common misconception that they won't get as much work done as their enabled counterparts, but this isn't true. Multiple studies have shown that disabled individuals commonly have a higher performance rating than their colleagues. They're fully aware how hard it is for them to find work and thus work harder to keep their job. Additionally, due to the misconception of their incapability, they often work harder to prove themselves. Hiring disabled workers also comes with tax benefits. You can deduct the cost of making your facility more accessible to them, installing ramps and removing barriers. You can also be eligible for work opportunity credit, which is available to work in companies that hire special needs workers. You also access a larger untapped pool of talent. As a small business, it's harder to attract, qualified employees because you can't match certain benefits or salaries. Overlooking capable disabled employees could force a company to settle for a less qualified employee. It also improves your image. This can help you establish a reputation as a diverse and progressive company. It also prevents legal issues. Hiring them puts you in good standards with the Americans with Disability Act and prohibits discrimination against employees in areas like hiring, firing, training, and compensation. This can help prevent a lawsuit. Including these individuals also adds a new perspective to the workforce. Hiring mentally or physically challenged employees adds diversity and a new set of skills to the workplace. Disadvantages. According to the Americans with Disability Act, employers must make accommodations to the workplace infrastructure to help these disabled individuals perform. Most accommodations cost up to $500 and can be subsidized by the government, but you have to spend time setting up these accommodations, which could cause delay in current projects when you would just hire an enabled person and not have to deal with that. You may also have to hire caretakers, restrict parking spots, and post handicap signs. They also have a slower work speed. Thus, they need more time to complete tasks than an enabled person was. This can be a major factor in a business where time is a huge commodity. There's also potential for conflict because some people might have biases against them or hesitate to work with them because they believe the project will be completed slower. If this is factual or misconception, it doesn't really matter. It can create a divide between employees and thus affect your productivity. Laying off a disabled person can also be very expensive because they know how difficult it is to find a job, so they'll likely try to sue you, and that will cost you public image, goodwill, and financially. In summary, disabled people have been facing discrimination for years, and their employment has been falling. The main reasons are myths propagated about them being lazy or shy or an economic burden. The truth is they often are more loyal and hardworking than their non-disabled counterparts. Not only do they have higher attendance and retention rates, but they often have a unique perspective that helps them solve problems. Besides this, the legal and tax benefits that you'll acquire must contend with accommodations to accommodate them. Recommendations. As you can see, most of the disadvantages of hiring a disabled person are just from a lack of education or a belief in myths that could be dispelled. There's a need to hire these individuals not just to comply with government standards, but also to tap into their unseen benefits. Employers should utilize these individuals for their skills and partake in their benefits of this marginalized group that this marginalized group bring to their company.